Hi, everyone. I hope you had a blessed and healthy and meaningful Passover. Some ideas that came out of Passover that I was thinking about was I read an article about how Hashem, part of the theme is Pesach, is that Hashem sort of came down to Egypt with us. Hashem was in diaspora and exile with us. He told Yaakov that I will come down, that you're going to go down to Egypt, and I will come down with you. And he says in the Haggadah, we read in the Haggadah that Hashem says that he heard the cries and he felt the pain of the children of Israel. And in fact, when he appears to Moshe, he appears in a burning bush that's low, in a low bush. And it says there, the rabbis tell us, is because not a tree and something grand, because Hashem was saying that I'm in pain with you, I'm lowering myself. The Jewish people are in slavery, and Hashem says, I'm going to lower myself, as it could be, as we say, kaviyachol, that Hashem lowers himself to also be in a lower place like a bush, because Hashem wanted to show that he is with us in solidarity and empathy. And that's one of the things that Hashem has, is nosa be'ol chavero. Hashem feels for us in what situation that we are in. And that's something that Moshe emulated. Moshe saw that Hashem does that, and Moshe himself did that. Moshe was living in the palace, and he went out and he saw the pain of his Jewish brothers and sisters in slavery. Even though he wasn't part of it, he was living a grand life in the palace. But he went out to see their pain and to have empathy for them. And it also says that when they were battling against Amalek in the desert, that Moshe was raising his hands and he was sitting on a stone. And why did he sit on a stone that was uncomfortable for him? Because he said he wouldn't sit on a pillow or anything that was comfortable while we were doing battle, while the children of Israel were doing battle. How could Moshe be in a comfortable place? And so that is something that a main theme of Pesach is feeling for other, empathy. We invite other people in all the time. We invite on Pesach, we invite everyone to come in. If you don't have, join me. Empathy, Yom Tov. The Rambam Maimonides says that you can't fulfill the joy of Yom Tov in your own home without making sure that everyone else around you has. People that are poor, that they have. The Rambam says, Maimonides says, if you bought all the things for Yom Tov, but you didn't help out other people, then you're not honoring Yom Tov, you're just honoring yourself. So we see that as a major theme in Judaism, especially around Pesach, one that we think about a lot, is to be noisa ba'ol chavero, is to have empathy for what someone else is going through. And of course, this is very relatable and timely to what's going on. Even if we have in our own homes, even if we're not missing anything, even if our businesses are okay, there's so many people out there that are in pain. Aside from, of course, the people that are having health issues. And we in San Antonio, Baruch Hashem, have been largely spared from that so far. You see what's going on in the other hotspots in the country. But even here in San Antonio, that he said to live and to say, I'm okay in my house. I have. While someone else might not have, while someone else might be struggling, is the wrong feeling. We can't be sitting comfortably and enjoying life to the fullest while there are people out there that we know in our community that are struggling, that are suffering. And I want to share with you something that's written by, the Gemara says in Tainus that when the community is suffering, one should not say, I will go home, eat and drink, and live my life. Rather, he should suffer with the community. And the Gemara says that is what we find by Moses, that Moses did. So even if we're okay, Baruch Hashem, hopefully we are okay, but we always have to think about what's going on outside of our door, how other people in our community are doing, how other people in the world are doing, and know that they are in pain, and have empathy even for people that we don't necessarily know firsthand. But the fact that there's people in pain out there, we have to sort of bring that into our lives and flex those muscles of empathy that we have for those other people, even if we don't know them, even if we are okay in our own home. We have to make sure that we feel for others on a daily basis.